And now, as they say, let me show you something completely different. Look at this. A little neat and tidy miniature bush that has lots of bright golden foliage that only grows about 3 to 4 foot high and by about the same wide. It's very hardy. This is a zone 2 plant. And I should also tell you that this is a compact growing birch. Yes, we normally think of birches as trees that grow up to 20, 30, perhaps 40 foot high. Well, here's one that's tight and compact and bushy and very colorful. It is, of course, Betula Cesky Gold from Proven Winners. And what's neat about this plant is that in early springtime, when the young growth emerges first, it comes out with a kind of orangey red color that quickly changes to this bright, glorious, deep yellow color. And now in early summer, as you see, the young growth on here has this very nice, soft chartreuse green color too. Here's a plant that will grow naturally into this mound without a whole lot of care and attention. The important thing is to grow it in an average, well-drained soil, but to which has been added plenty of organic matter. You see, it's going to enjoy having that retentive moisture during the drier, hotter months of the summertime. And also it would be good if you put down a good deep layer of mulch too. That will help to keep moisture going to its roots during those drier months. It's a plant that will grow either in sun or in partially shaded conditions. Personally, I would like to grow it more in a sunny location because then you're going to get more of the deep yellow color on it. Though, if you had, say, a woodland garden and you wanted to plant this in a naturalized setting, you'll be able to do that too, but you'll find that as you get into more of the shady situations, you're going to get more of the greener shades rather than the yellow one. It's also a plant that, if you wish, you can go in and prune and trim it back. You can manicure it so that it's extra bushy and compact. It's a plant that will do well as an accent plant in beds and borders. It would make a fine plant to put into the middle of foundation plantings, and it will look absolutely superb if you've got a larger area where you're able to do a mass planting. And of course, just like we have them here, you could plant this as a little low, brightly colored hedge that again doesn't need much clipping and attention. And because this is a zone 2 plant, there's a good chance that it might be able to survive in a container during the winter time. I've had success in my garden. I live in a zone 6 garden, and I've had success with overwintering some plants that are zone 2 in containers, leave them out all winter, and even though the temperature in the pots in the containers gets cold, the roots are still able to survive the cooler temperatures. So I have not done this yet, but I'm suggesting that it might be worth a try. Certainly you could grow it in a container during the summer months and then plant it out in the autumn time if you wish. One thing about this plant that I want to mention is that it was bred in the Czech Republic by a man called Mikhail Andrusev. Mikhail is well known for producing some gorgeous Berberis varieties. Before the Iron Curtain came down, he was running a state nursery and was breeding barberries in his back garden. And then, of course, he managed to produce some excellent varieties that we grow in our garden today. He then took his breeding prowess and applied it to birches, and he made this cross in 2010, crossing a golden-leafed birch called Betula Golden Cloud with a little compact growing one called Nana, and that's where the stature of this plant comes in. So we got the golden leaf of one parent and the tight compact habit of another, and therefore we're able today to have this absolutely gorgeous hybrid that I think you'll probably enjoy growing in your garden. This is Betula Cesky Gold, a little tight, compact, easy to grow birch that makes a lovely miniature rounded bush.